What is going on, my fellow Guardians? It is Darth Pipes1 from Illogical Gaming, bringing you a video about Destiny today. Yes, I know, the infamous game Destiny. Now guys, the dawning has begun. That is right, Guardians. And with the dawning, new events such as remastered strikes and even presents have been brought to the game. Eva Levante has brought presents for all the Guardians, and she will keep giving them to you every day from the start of the event, which, you know, obviously it is already going on, to the ending of the event, which is January 3rd. So 3 weeks of presents you will be given. Now, granted, these presents are anything to, you know, write home about. You won't be finding any exotics in there. However, you will find some nice stuff in the bigger presents, which I'll talk about how you can earn later. Zavala, the Titan Vanguard, as you can see, has gotten a few more bounties in his selection. And all of his bounties are based around the new strike scoring system, which I will put up some footage right now of the new strike scoring system. As you can see, killing enemies and bosses and stuff like that, you will bag yourself medals and points and stuff like that. And you're kind of, you're trying to get the highest score possible. There are 3 tiers for strike mission. There is the bronze tier, which of course is for hitting the correct score to get the bronze tier. There's a silver tier, same thing, and then there's the gold tier, which is the highest attainable score. No, not the highest attainable score, but it is the highest score, which is usually around the 50,000 mark. So if you and your fire team can actually manage to hit the 50,000 mark, which, spoiler alert, it's pretty easy, then you will bag yourself the gold tier. Upon hitting gold tiers, you will complete steps in quest lines and bounties, and by completing these quest lines and bounties, you will increase your chances of getting the Year 3 Icebreaker. That is right, Guardians. The beloved Icebreaker, the regenerating sniper rifle, is back, and it is beautiful and more powerful than ever. Now, the only way to obtain these is by completing Zavala's bounties, and you only get 3 bounties a week per character, so you have a total of 9 chances a week if you do it on all 3 characters. That is, just, I want to preface that. If you do it on character 1, 2, and 3, they will all get 3 bounties a week, 9 chances to get the Year 3 Icebreaker. So you must pray, and I mean pray, maybe even sacrifice a goat to RNGesus, because that is the only way you will even hope of getting this beloved sniper rifle. Now, that's not all you get. You also get the special Dawning armor. Now, it is not the Dawning armor set that they were advertising with the horns and the, you know, the yellow gold trim, whatever. But there is an armor set that Zavala will grant you for completing his bounties. It is a very generic looking armor set with the very, very defined gold pieces to it. So it's real fancy, but at the same time it seems kind of recycled. Now, the treasures of the Dawning, I'll go ahead and touch on that, because that is the only way you are able to get the full armor set of the Dawning armor, which I'll flash a picture up right here of what it looks like. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? The only way to get that armor set is through the treasures of the Dawning, which can be paid for through the Eververse Trading Center, you know, by speaking with Tess Everest, and they cost anywhere from 200 silver to, what is it, like 700 silver, 800 silver, I think, for the $5, or for the 5 chest pack or something like that. It's crazy. And, I mean, to lock something like that behind a paywall is insane. They did it for the Halloween event, and they've kind of done it here. Now, they do give you more chances to grab these treasures of the Dawning, which is nice. I like being able to kind of earn these things in-game, but even still, you're still having to deal with that RNG system, you know, to just randomly maybe give you that armor set. Even if you're buying them from the Eververse station, you're not guaranteed that armor. You could go through and buy a ridiculous amount, pour $50 into the game, and get the very last armor piece that you need in that very last package. And even if you don't, you're still $50 down, and you still don't have what you were trying to buy. It's kind of ridiculous. And, you know, even earning the armor pieces to the game, I got 3 of them so far from the game itself, and I didn't get a single armor piece from any of the chests that I gave. Now I got a cool Sparrow, but that's not what I wanted. Anyway, enough of me griping about microtransactions. It's just ridiculous that they would lock that stuff behind a paywall. They want you to pay for this fancy armor instead of giving you an alternative to kind of earn it in game. It really grinds my gears. But enough about that. Now the Dawning has brought some remastered strikes into the fray. They've remastered the Tanic strike. Siva has now corrupted Tanix and brought him back to life, and it's added a couple new mechanics into the strike. It's actually pretty cool. If you haven't played the Shadow Thief strike in quite a bit, it's really refreshing. The Nexus strike has been redone, and they've added mechanics from the Vault of Glass into the Nexus strike. It's kind of unique, but at the same time, it feels like they're adding the same and with more of the same, in that you're taking this boss that has been done a million times, and then you're adding this mechanic that was done a million times in the raid, and you're kind of mashing them together. But anyway, disappointingly enough, though, that's about it for the strikes. So from there, we just kind of move on to the Sparrow Racing. Now, the Sparrow Racing, I didn't participate the first time around. I thought it was kind of a cheesy thing. It was during the last fall of Destiny, whenever that kind of fell off the map. But honestly, I gave it a try this time around, and I really, really like it. So Guardians, if you have not gotten out there on your Sparrow and done a couple races here and there, I highly suggest you at least give it a shot. It might not be worth it to you, but I mean, it's really, really, really fun. I suggest to everybody that you get out there and you try Sparrow Racing. It's really not that bad, and you can bag yourself some pretty decent gear from it too, just from, I mean, I've seen people not even place, and they've come out with legendary armor, and everyone else in the lobby's come out with blues. I mean, now, granted, that is a problem. You know, if you're not placing and getting better rewards than everybody else in the lobby, I'll be the first to admit that. But I mean, I just figured to go ahead and mention it. Now, Sparrow Racing, there's really nothing there to talk about. They've added a new map to the Sparrow Racing, so if you played it before, and, you know, you're thinking, oh, well, I've done everything. Well, they have added a new map, but even still, my biggest gripe about it is that there's not enough maps, and it's really hard to kind of land on the map that you want, especially when there's such a low number. They've added another SRL book, and in this SRL book, one of the completion items is to get the par time on every racetrack. I played probably 15 matches before I finally got on the last map that I needed to get the par time on, and it was actually the newest map, and I've only ever raced on that map 2 or 3 times out of like 50 matches that I've played. I'm in love with Sparrow Racing League. I'm in love with Destiny. I shouldn't be, but I am. It's great. It's I don't know, all this new content is just kind of refreshing. It's kind of a shame that that they can't do more with the game in its current state. But I mean, you know, you take everything that they built up on the game, and it really makes me excited for the future. But we're not here to talk about the future of Destiny. We're here to talk about what is in front of us right now, and that is the Dawning. And you guys, the Dawning, if you enjoy Destiny like I enjoy Destiny, you love getting on there with your friends, you love hanging out and playing, and, you know, just riding your Sparrows through the dunes of Mars or the acid pits of Venus, or, you know, what have you. You're just getting on and poning noobs in the Crucible, or doing heroic acts and strikes, or even just getting on and racing and trash talking with a bunch of random people that you've never met before. Destiny's got something to offer for everybody, and that's why I like Destiny, and that's why my friends like Destiny. We hop in, we all have our favorite things to do, and we can all do them together. That is why we play Destiny, and that is why we all get together, you guys. That is why we like this game. The grinds might suck, but when you're doing it with your friends, it makes the time just kind of pass, and it's an enjoyable experience for everybody. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. I just kind of wanted to touch on what all is new in Destiny, and kind of, you know, just kind of voice my opinion on the whole game. I really, really like it. I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people do, and I hope that this Dawning season you decide to give Destiny another shot. Hop in, do some of the Sparrow Racing, or even some of the remastered strikes that they've added in. It might not be worth it to a lot of you, but to some of you, it might just be just enough fun to convince you to hop back in. And I would love to talk about Destiny in the comments with you guys, what your opinion is, if you like it, if you don't like it. You know, I will talk to you guys all day about this game. I absolutely love it. If you like this video, guys, feel free to drop a like on this video. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to see more content like this from Illogical Gaming, feel free to hit that subscribe button. until next time, guys, this has been Darth Pipes01. And, yeah. If you want a fun Destiny community to join, we are open recruiting for the Inquisitors of Iron. It is the official Illogical Gaming clan. If any of you are interested, feel free to head to our Bungie.net page and join on up. Open recruitment, you guys. Until next time, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have a happy holiday. See you next time.